Hey guys, how are you? I'm back again. So it's been like a crazy day. The lighting's off a little bit. I had to turn the overlight off because I'm still getting used to this. But so I finished up with that exfoliating peel, and then like 5 or 10 minutes later, my son informed me that the AC was acting funny. So I went over to the wall and realized that the drain was clogged. So you call the maintenance man. Poor thing, she comes out. She's really good. And she ended up just giving me a wet dry vac because they can't get the people upstairs to open the door. So I didn't get back to you guys. But I did get my laundry done. Daniel and I are working on editing some videos. Because like I taped all day yesterday. But like on my phone, it was like kind of messed up. So it wouldn't transfer over. But we got that solved today. So I'm having you guys join me while I cook some dinner. And we're going to talk about meal prep. Meal prep's really important. And if Perry goes through the door, then I might have to pause you and then join back up again. Okay? So meal prep. And while I'm meal prepping tonight, what I'm doing is cutting up some onions right now. Because my family is not keto yet. Even though they're considering it. They're not keto exactly yet. So basically, I cook my meal with theirs. So a good example for meal prep, and the reason why I always say meal prep's really important is because that's your number one defense against falling off the wagon on any plan that you do. And this is a lifestyle for me. So mind you, everybody says, oh, it's the keto diet. No, for me, it's a lifestyle. That's why I'm passionate keto diva. So, anything that I have in my house is keto related. So tonight I'm chopping up onions, and I'm going to take some lean ground meat, and I'm going to mix it in with the onions, and the kids are going to have tacos. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw that meat on a salad, or I'm going to take the cheese that I shredded, and I'm going to put it here on this pan right here, and like a cookie sheet. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt it just a little bit, and whenever you pull them out, you can shape them like in the shape of tacos. So it's important that with your shredded cheese that you shred it from a block, and because potato starch is inside that type of cheese that's shredded whenever you package it as processed. So that's what I'm going to do for me tonight. Now for vegetable, because they're going to have what we call sopa. One of my dearest friends, she taught us how to make sopa, but sopa has a lot of carbs in it for me. So what I'm doing is for my vegetable, I have some squash, and I'm going to chop up that squash, and I'm going to bake it so that it's like chips, so that I have my crunchy sensation out of the way. So that's what we're doing tonight. Now, meal prep. Daniel and I sat down, we made a whole list today of planning out your meals for the week. So what I do is this. I have this really cool neat shopping list. I got it at the dollar store actually, and it's for fall. So if you look at it on every day of the week, and it's probably backwards to you, but on Monday I'll put down what we want to do, and I look up the recipes online, and I tweak them, and I try them out to what I like to eat or what I like to do for my taste. So, and of course, if anything that you do, you've got to make sure that you read the back labels. And why that's so important is because on the back of those labels, it's going to say carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are sugar. So when you're in keto, basically your body is burning the fat on your body. So all your energy throughout the day is, exerted, and that energy is burning the fat on your body when you are in true ketosis. Now it takes your body, I would say for me, jumping back into a full keto regimen, it took me about 3 weeks to get back on track. But because I know how to, because I've been doing it so long, I may fall out of ketosis just because something comes up. But whenever something comes up, 9 times out of 10, it's because I didn't have something prepped. So that's why I'm talking to you guys about this. So with anything that you do, whether it be low carb, paleo, keto, anything, meal prepping is so important. And that starts with your grocery list. So going back to the grocery list. So I pull out my recipes, I make my grocery list over here, and then I plan out the meals here. So tomorrow we're going to be doing part 2 of the meal prep, and today is part 1 because I'm just talking to you guys about it and I'm introducing it to you so you can think about it. Really cool recipes I shared at PKD Sweet. If you go to Facebook and you type in @Passionate Keto Diva, you'll see Carol Winkler, or you'll see PKD Sweet, which is my business page. And I share all my YouTube videos over there. Now, granted, we only got 2 so far, but we'll have 3 or 4 by the end of this weekend. And we, talking fast, we are planning on continuing on that. So if you can tell, I'm pretty passionate about the meal prepping, because the meal prepping is what gets you through the hard points. If you have cravings, it's always important to have keto snacks on you, or know what a keto snack is. Anywhere you go, let's say that you're hungry, but you don't want to, splurge. So you can walk into a store and you can get almonds. Almonds are awesome. Oven roasted almonds. Not the ones with a lot of sugar on it now, but just plain raw almonds. There's a portion, and that was the second thing I wanted to talk about. So keto is about portion. So what I like to do is I do 70% fats, and you think, oh my gosh, why are you putting fat in your body? Because that fat is going to help me burn the fat in my body. I'm burning the fat while in keto, and that burns up with what you do throughout the day. So my personal, like Carol's personal perfect balance of keto is 70% fat, 20% protein, and 10% carbohydrates. Now, I don't mean bread, I don't mean donuts, even though, God, that would be so great, wouldn't it? But carbohydrates is like the peanuts, or, zucchini, or the spinach, or green leaves. And so that's where it gets kind of construed, because people think, oh my gosh, I can just go out and I can eat this hamburger with no bun and I'll be on keto. No, sweetheart. I wish it worked that way, because then I would be a size 6 again. No. It takes time and balance to go through that. So with that, I hope you guys learned something. And we're going to do parenting rule number 2, of course, always at the end of the video of the day. So parenting rule number 2. And I talk so fast that I get ahead of myself, so I'm so sorry. It's who I am. It is annoying sometimes, even for me, because my head just goes so fast and it comes out my mouth, and I sometimes don't have a filter. You know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying. So, and especially when I'm passionate about something, and I get very happy and giggly, and I just can't stop talking. And anybody that knows me knows I can talk your ears off. So, parenting rule number 2. What you do in your life, your kids will take from you, good or bad, and they will demonstrate that. It's so important, and I didn't realize how important it was to be disciplined in your health and what you put in your body, because what you put in your body, and whether you walk, whether you work out, whatever you do, your kids are going to follow suit, whether you want them to or not. 9 times out of 10 they do. And when I gained a lot of weight, it hurt my kids, because they know that that wasn't who I was on the outside. But because of medical reasons, it's like, hey mom, rather you be alive than be a $150. So now that I'm healthy, it's like, okay, you got to demonstrate discipline, and you got to demonstrate, and not like the drill sergeant discipline, because remember we talked about that yesterday. No drill sergeant discipline, because I will swing one way to the other, right? No. Balanced, and being accountable to my kids about this. Say, hey, you know what? We're not buying donuts. No, we're not eating out, because it's too expensive for my crew anyway. And that's like $40, $50 just to go to a burger joint. Hello. That's like almost half a week worth of groceries on keto for our family. And then what I mean by that is they're not keto, but low carb and less processed food. So, again, just remember parenting rule number 2, they're always watching you. And they don't have filters either, and you have to teach them tactfulness, which, I've been taught a couple years now, right? And it doesn't always work out. But I hope you're having a great weekend, and I hope you enjoyed the exfoliating peel and our little talk about meal prep today. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut up my onions, and I'm going to get my taco stuff going because I'm ready for dinner. I'm hungry. And then tomorrow we'll do meal prep number 2, and I'll introduce another plant-based product to you. Woohoo! Okay? So, y'all guys rock it tonight. Stay safe, and laters!